Well, guys, I can't believe it, but we're still talking about Sound of Freedom. Can you believe this little small budget movie has started to capture the whole entire United States now? The left wing media has done everything in their power to actually stop people from seeing this movie, and it's not working. Look at this. Yesterday, it actually beat Mission Impossible at the box office. That's 2 days in a row. Because I believe yesterday as well, not only yesterday, but the 19th, it barely lost to Mission Impossible. Barely. This movie now, 104.6 million now.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. The left is freaking out. The media is freaking out. They don't want you to see this movie. But it is very, very important if you're not seeing this movie to actually go and watch it. It's a very good movie. I actually went and saw Oppenheimer today. I just got back from that. But I still say that this movie is the most important movie to see. You know, because it actually raises awareness about human trafficking. And let's just call it what it is, slavery. It is slavery for kids, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you see little kids getting taken away from their parents and getting sold, that is slavery.
Yes.
I know that the word is human trafficking, you know, same thing, but slavery, I believe, actually has more of a ring to it because people are definitely going to be against slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that actually brings us to Jim Caviezel, who is the star of Sound of Freedom. He's come out and he's made some comments about Donald Trump, President Trump. We know, guys, and usually we don't get too political here, but this movie has become political, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Jim Caviezel has come out and look at what he said about Donald Trump. And this, I believe, is a full-on endorsement of Trump for 2024 here. This is what Jim Caviezel actually comes out. He actually said it in a video. I don't have the video clip here, but he actually types it out here on Twitter. He says, President Trump is going to save children, the lights of which you have never seen. You might even say he is the new Moses telling Pharaoh to let the children go free. Mr. President, you are the, quote, new Moses, but I'm still Jesus. Now, there's a little bit of joking in there, I believe, you know, because he played Jesus in Passion of Christ, and he's actually going to play him again in the sequel. And by the way, he said that the Passion of the Christ sequels probably end up being 2 movies. he said it's like a lot. So what do you make of him saying that you're the new Moses? What do you make of that?
I think that, you know, he's not saying that he's really Moses.
Right.
But I guess he saying he's more like a guy who, you know, just a guy who, you know, like will focus on, you know,
The border
and preventing all the crime, you know.
Yeah. There's a bunch of human trafficking guys that across the border. Not only is just illegals, it's actually slavery going on at the border. People getting sold, people getting stolen from their families. I believe also here, if I'm not mistaken, look here. Look at this here. Trump demands death penalty for human traffickers after Sound of Freedom screening. We will defend the dignity of human life. He's called for the death of these people. And those people are very, very evil, very, very vile. And I understand exactly what he's saying. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people outraged about what he said if you're on the left, because the left seems to be okay with slavery, which is astonishing, man. I never thought that when this movie came out that people on the left would be crushing this movie. It amazes me. This movie shouldn't even be political, but it has become political.
Well, you said in the past the left, the Democrat, they are the KKK or something like that.
Oh yeah, they've been against any type of human rights thing since their inception. I mean, they were the party of slavery to begin with. They were the party of Jim Crow laws. They were the party that actually voted against civil rights. So it wouldn't be a surprise, that they want to actually kind of go out there and say, oh, this ain't really a major problem. And they're trying to associate Jim Caviezel with QAnon and all this other stuff. It's ridiculous. Because Trump actually held a screening for the movie and Jim Caviezel was there.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other people involved with the movie. Now, Trump is calling for the death of these human traffickers. I agree with him on that. I agree.
Yep, I do too.
Because if you don't stop these people, guess what? They're going to continue to go out there and do it over and over again. And I think people are getting the message here based on this movie actually beating Mission Impossible yesterday. 104 million, 104.6 million right there.
Well, I think people, want to see a movie that is like, the truth, instead of, it's good to, watch like fantasy, sci-fi and stuff. But I guess nowadays, since, everything is so political,
Yeah, everything has to be political. Hollywood is political.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood, Disney, they're out there pushing propaganda into movies, and people don't like that. Like when I saw Mission Impossible, saw Mission Impossible, it wasn't political. When I just finished watching Oppenheimer, it was political, but that's because it was actually based on the political climate at the time and the accusations against Oppenheimer. So but it wasn't pushing any political agendas in the movie, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Sound of Freedom, you didn't get any of that stuff. So I get what he's saying, and we're big fans of Ten Commandments, by the way. When did we actually watch that movie? A few weeks back?
Yeah.
We watched it again. I mean, we tend to watch it, I would say, several times a year. It's a very, very long movie with Charlton Heston. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. You got anything else you want to add to this?
Yes, I do like, Trump secured the border.
The border was very, very secure when he was in office.
Yeah.
It was the most secure border ever.
Because, you can't, there's, like now, people just like walk in, cross the border, and it just, and look at how, San Francisco and, they have like tent on the street or something like that.
It's kind of funny, homeless Americans, but the illegals coming across the border are getting everything for free on your tax dollars.
Yeah. And the problem is, it won't be good for, American citizen because, it just, there will be like more crime and then there will be more hate, violence and stuff like that.
Well, look at Chicago. Yeah. Chicago all of a sudden has $54 million for illegals there. For them to be in hotel rooms, get them jobs and everything. While the black people in Chicago are complaining about it. But however, you guys voted for this. You guys voted for that. They voted for their own demise. So, well.
And the thing is, I really don't like open border because it seems like, the Democrat is lumping the illegal and legal immigrants together or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they like illegal border crossings because it harms those people. If you actually stop people at the border, you're going to shut down all of the human trafficking coming across the border. But they seem to be all for it, though. It's disgusting.
No, the point is, I'm saying is like, it seems like they lump together the illegal.
Yeah, they do.
And if that's the case,
because they think people are dumb.
Yeah, if that, it seems like, the same as, they lumping like the educated black and the all the black together. They say like they don't know how to use computer.
Joe. I think Joe Biden actually says something like, "It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous." They do that all the time. They try to lump all minorities into the LGBT thing, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and if that is the case, I mean, there will be like, don't you think there will be no point of like people like legal immigrants who came here and work hard? There is no point of working hard because like they consider them as legal immigrants anyway.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back on Monday, right?
Yes.
With another video for you guys. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.